The story begins with two buses on the road. One bus is full of female students all on their way to their class. One of them is named Mitsuko, who is very cute. She is writing something in her notebook when her friends say to her, "Do you have to write all the time? What will you get from taking notes like this? Look, everyone is enjoying themselves. Why aren't you?" Saying this, her friend snatches her notebook and her pen falls to the floor. Just as Mitsuko bends down to pick up her pen, we see something moving at incredible speed, slicing both buses clean in half. Because of this, all the girls are cut into two pieces. As Mitsuko gets back up, she is shocked to see what has happened. Because she had bent down to get the pen, she was saved. Terrified, she gets off the bus and starts running. We learn that the thing cutting everyone was nothing but the wind itself, which was slicing everyone apart. This wind now starts chasing Mitsuko. Seeing this, Mitsuko starts screaming and running very fast. While running, she sees 4 other girls ahead and shouts at them to duck, but it's too late. The wind cuts them in half as well, though Mitsuko manages to save one of the girls. Just then, she sees some girls cycling somewhere. She tries to save them too, but the wind does the same thing to them that it did to her friends. During this, the girl she had just saved is also killed. Now utterly terrified, she starts running around frantically. Next, we see Mitsuko reach a river, where she is horrified to find many dead bodies that had also been cut by the wind, the invisible thing. From there, she takes clothes from a dead body and changes into them. In the next scene, we see Mitsuko has arrived at a school where many other female students are present. Their uniforms are quite different from Mitsuko's, meaning they are not from her school. Then, a girl comes up to Mitsuko and asks her how she is. It turns out this girl is her best friend, but Mitsuko asks her, "Are you really my best friend?" Because she doesn't understand what is happening to her. She is in shock. Here we also learn that Mitsuko and her best friend love each other very much. Just then, a strong wind blows and a frightened Mitsuko runs inside the building. Her best friend doesn't understand what's going on and asks Mitsuko, "Why are you trembling and so scared? What's wrong with you?" Mitsuko then tells her best friend everything about how a gust of wind came and cut all her schoolmates. Hearing this, her friend takes her to a window, makes her put her hand out and says, "Look, it's just wind, nothing else." Mitsuko's heart feels some peace, and she starts to think that maybe this is all just a dream. After this, Mitsuko's best friend gets 2 other friends, and they plan to skip class. Just as the 4 of them are about to leave the class, their teacher arrives and sees them, but all 4 run away. The 4 of them run and reach a lake. There, Mitsuko's best friend also tells her other 2 friends about hers, Mitsuko's dream. One of the girls says, "Maybe it's true. It could be like a mirror world, the opposite of this world." Saying this, she throws a stone into the pond and says, "Look, I threw a stone here, but maybe in the other world, I didn't do that." Suddenly, a crocodile emerges from the pond and eats one of the girls. The girl who threw the stone then says, "See, I told you! What happens in this world doesn't happen in that world, and what's happening in that world can't happen here." So she was eaten by the crocodile in that world. And look here, it's completely safe. Near the lake, they see a bed. All 4 of them pick up a pillow from the bed and start playing with it. We then see 2 girls watching them from a distance. One of them is dressed as a bride because these 2 girls had married each other. One of the friends then says, "We have to do something that is impossible in that world because our fate is already written, but we can change it." After this, all the girls return to their school and go to class for the next lecture. Then, Mitsuko notices a pillow lying near her. Just as she bends down to pick it up, her teacher starts firing a gun throughout the classroom. When Mitsuko picks up the pillow and looks up, she sees all the girls in her class have been killed. Once again, she is saved, just like she was saved in her dream. Mitsuko's teacher comes to her and says, "How dare you try to skip class? Your death is also certain." Just then, 2 other girls arrive and try to save Mitsuko and escape, but another teacher arrives and kills both of them. Now, Mitsuko starts running outside with the few students who are still alive, but all the school teachers start firing at the girls. As the girls come outside during the shooting, the wind cuts them down. Once again, Mitsuko is left alone. She runs through a crowded area and goes to a police station. She starts telling them everything. After listening to her, the policewoman says, "But you're not wearing your school uniform." When she holds up a mirror to Mitsuko, Mitsuko sees in the mirror that she has completely changed. People are not calling her Mitsuko, but by some other name. We learn that she is about to get married. The same police officer then takes her for her wedding. People around her are congratulating her. When they reach the church, Mitsuko's best friend is also present there. Mitsuko asks her, "What is happening to me?" Her friend tells her, "Be quiet for now. We are under someone's control. Just do as I say." Saying this, she helps her into her wedding dress and tells her to go forward. As she moves forward for her marriage ceremony, all the girls there start making fun of her. Seeing this, her best friend starts killing them one by one. As Mitsuko moves further forward, instead of a groom, a coffin is standing there. When the coffin is opened, a large pig comes out. Terrified, Mitsuko attacks it with a broken bottle. Afterwards, Mitsuko and her best friend run out of the church. At the gate, two other girls try to stop them, but Mitsuko's best friend kills them, and they escape. Meanwhile, Mitsuko is running in another direction because she now feels something is very wrong. Going further, she sees herself in another mirror and finds herself changed once again. Mitsuko is now at a place where a race is happening. Some girls come to her and say, "You are a very good racer. Why are you standing? Why aren't you running?" When she starts running, she begins to feel very energetic. Mitsuko then tries her best to win the race. While running, she sees her dead friends who had been killed at her school earlier. Just then, her best friend also arrives. Both of them notice that the same pig and the women who had stopped them at the church are coming towards them. While running, some girls tell Mitsuko, "Get out of this world." After this, we see Mitsuko running to a deserted, dark place. Some students in uniforms appear there. All those girls tell Mitsuko, "We are all dead, and we will kill you too." But then, Mitsuko's best friend arrives, kills that girl, and takes Mitsuko away. Mitsuko's best friend tells her to shout her name loudly. Mitsuko starts shouting her name loudly. With this, Mitsuko returns to her real form. Her best friend shows her hand and says, "Please, pull out the wire attached to my hand so I can get out of this world." But Mitsuko is also afraid that pulling the wire might kill her. Because Mitsuko loves her best friend very much, she doesn't want to do it. But after her friend insists, she pulls the wires. As soon as the wire is pulled, her best friend's body splits in two. At that same moment, she sees a gate. Going out through that door, she sees she has now entered the world of men. Her posters are also put up there, which some boys are looking at. A boy comes up to Mitsuko and says, "You are in the future." Hearing this, she faints. After some time, when she regains consciousness, she moves forward. She sees an old man playing a game, and in that game, Mitsuko sees the same character she just was. Seeing Mitsuko, the old man says, "I am the one who made this game, and I am the one controlling you all. You died a long time ago, but I took your DNA and recreated you." When Mitsuko hears this and realizes it's a game, she thinks that maybe she can still return to her world. Just then, a man arrives and calls Mitsuko to him. The old man then tells Mitsuko to complete her final level. She starts moving forward when Mitsuko remembers her friend's words. "If we do something in this world that is impossible in the other world, you will get out of this game." With this, she chokes the man and says, "Stop playing with us." Saying this, Mitsuko picks up the old man's cane and stabs herself in the stomach with it, which causes her death. Here we see that the old man could never have imagined that Mitsuko could do such a thing. With this, her destiny completely changes. She had died in this world, the game, but in the real world, she was still alive. Further, we are also shown that Mitsuko's other characters also kill themselves for one reason or another, and are no longer part of the game. In the next scene, Mitsuko is shown lying on a snowy place. She has now returned to her real world. And with this mind-bending story ends right here.